cut off over there if he sits up.
Right.
So then what'll happen is, as I sit up during the show, you're going to yell at me and you're going to say, Dub, don't sit up.
No, we'll just cut to the other camera.
Yeah, that's true.
Victoria just won't use the ones where you're
So
sitting.
every time I want her to cut, I'm going to go like this.
All right.
Victoria. No, because then she'll just use the main camera and you'll look like a fool.
No!
Victoria, if
sound,
Dub's
George?
head is off, don't use that footage. Use the main camera.
On that camera.
She can hear us all right now. It's being recorded.
All right.
Dub, you have all your toys here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin, put your phone away.
And then do the intro in Chinese.
No!
Kai Kao.
Kai
Kao. No, I don't want to do that.
Why?
Hold on a second. Let me.
He's going to fucking Google it. The guy who speaks Chinese.
What? But I've been here like 30 years, so that doesn't. 欢迎来玩具极客 I'm Kevin.
I'm Dove.
I don't know what the heck you just said, but I'm Ben.
And I'm George. And I'm assuming he said, welcome to Toy Geeks behind the counter.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome back.
Dove is here, everyone.
That must mean there's a convention coming up.
That must mean, according to some of our viewer comments, that means that you've probably brought some bootlegs and that there must be a show coming up.
Or convention.
Well, normally no, but then you asked me to be on the show, and then there was something, and so I brought a few things. Not a lot,
But a couple.
a few.
So what's going on? Tell us what's this convention/show that's coming up.
So DKE was asked to curate the action figure section of a show called Robot Remix. It's at Space Gallery and opens May 4th in Pasadena.
Space Gallery.
And actually, the show runs through September and is going to be open. They're only open on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, but it's going to run for like 6 months. That's a long time, isn't it? May, June.
Wait a minute, 6 months at Space Gallery?
Yeah, the show
Wow.
will be up through September and it'll
Wow.
be open every Saturday and Sunday. So I brought a few things to show you, not a lot because it's really early and the deadline actually for artists is not for.
Well, wait a minute. What's the theme of this show? Like what?
It's called Robot Remix. Robots.
I bet you the theme is robots.
Robots.
I love robots.
But remix, so.
So
Robot.
robots with skin.
So-
Robot remix.
So DKE is doing the 3D portion, and one of our favorite artists, Mark Todd, is doing all the 2D art.
Mark Todd, everyone.
Woohoo! And you may or may not see him next
We should try to get him on the show.
maybe. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Place a couple of calls.
I'll take care of that.
Hey, Mark, can you come on next week?
Anyway.
No answer.
No answer.
Let's do the first figure.
All right.
So what do we got?
Yeah.
No, don't. All
I
right.
thought we were doing mail call first.
No, this is fine.
So this one,
It changes all the
Break it out of
time.
word.
this one is called Post Optimus Prime,
Post Optimus Prime.
fighting for justice and forging a path to gender equality for all.
It's post-op. Optimus Prime.
Oh, stop, Optimus
And after,
Prime.
there you go.
That's
I
hilarious.
Wait, hold on.
And how about over
we don't
here?
even get to see it on this
Yeah,
side?
how about you pass it over here?
So
Post-op
edition
Optimus
of 10.
Prime.
Most of the stuff that's going to be in the show are going to be editions of 10.
Super limited, huh?
Yeah, it would, you know.
I love that. Before, after.
I love that he has a bottle of gender fluid.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I noticed. This is by Mr. Blank Toys, edition of 10. They're $65.
Oh, and he's got lady parts.
You don't know that he wants to be called he. We haven't asked him his...
That's true.
his
Yeah,
pronoun.
that's true. Let's go on to the next figure.
Anyhow, so there should be maybe 40 to 50 artists in the show.
Wow.
In the 2D portion.
This one's from
handle.
Mr. Blank.
That's from Mr. Blank. Okay.
Nice. What do we got
one?
next?
Next
There
one
you
is
go.
called Electro Nightmare by Magitarius. Also an edition of 10.
Electro.
Pass it that way. 'cause,
You're done. Okay.
Can I mention that this is a nice use of blisters? Like this
I
is
li- I
this
like
is a
that.
clever way to keep the figure in its
He used
spot
yeah.
and
nice.
put a little accessory up there.
Why, you don't like your figure doing this?
No, that's fine for that size.
Oh.
But for this size, it would have been like floating all
Like a
over.
little face.
It's nice.
This one is by Magitarius, edition of 10. Those are $55.
Oh, this is
Be
that
sure
guy
to-
that did that crazy
Is this the kid?
horse riding
No.
one.
Okay. Magitarius. Okay. What movie is that from? Is that the one where at the end they're all robots or something, like the face comes off?
Oh, I forgot. Was that like the Yul Brynner? Like, wasn't that Westworld?
Is that Westworld?
Well, Westworld is the new version of that, but there was a movie back in like the 60s and 70s where they're all going.
called Westworld.
Really?
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm too young for that. So
Next one.
Mind blown! Thank
I'm
you.
too young for that.
This one is by the Mark Ultra, also edition of 10. It's called the Calabasas Private Security
That's
Drone.
cool.
Calabasas private security drone?
Yeah.
You ask for robots, people give you robots.
The Mark Ultra.
Can I tell you something about this one?
Yes, please.
He picked the two worst colors to paint with. Yellow and green suck to paint with, and he did a nice job. It must have taken a lot of paint to put that on.
And
Ah, compliment
that's
from
based on
George.
he used the Adventure People figure.
Yeah. I'm just saying, yellow and green, they don't
Lot
cover
of coating?
for
Use a lot of coat.
yeah.
This is very interesting.
This one.
It's a Droid security card.
All right, so
This wood?
Whoa!
this is so this artist named Addy from Australia. He makes these. He's got this series called False Idols, and the first one I got was a piece I got for Sarah. It was a Mickey Mouse, and it was all deconstructed. And you look at them, and you know it's Mickey Mouse, but
Like, you know this one's R2-D2?
yeah, well, actually that's a Power Droid man. But anyhow, this is a one-of-a-kind piece that he made for the show.
I fail.
Not
You took it out of the packaging, George!
Don't tell anyone.
It's actually made to do that. It's in a clamshell.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
So-
and one more piece by Addy here is this is called the Bauhaus Power Droid, also part of the False Idol
This
series.
is-
Bauhaus Power Droid? I don't.
Does
Do you
it
know
look
what that
like
is?
Astro Boy?
Astro Boy.
Oh, well, Kevin got it.
Yeah, I got it.
It looks like Dr. Clown from.
So is that something that will looks like that you got, Sarah Joe?
No, it was more
Oh,
like
like
a
that.
three-dimensional piece.
Okay.
I think because
it's
I'm.
deconstructed.
Yeah, right. But then I thought it was like this.
No, this is a new series he's doing of actual art that can hang on a wall. The Power Droid's
Cool.
350 and the Astro Boy's 200. Both are one of a kind.
Oh, so
One
there's
on
only
one.
one.
Yes.
And here it is.
There you go.
And Ben is taking
Anyway,
it.
so I just brought
mean,
a few things because that's what arrived first. That there will be, I think, 40 to 50 new pieces in the show.
When is this the show?
May 4th.
Oh, May 4th. You're right. So that means we're gonna do one more with you. More stuff coming.
What do you mean?
Uh,
Oh
other than-
no, this is it. This is all you got from me.
Follow Dove on Instagram.
Sorry.
Well, thanks for bringing these, Dove.
Hey, that
These
was
are really
anticlimactic if I've ever seen it.
really
anticlimactic.
Deconstructed.
Yep.
So we have some mail call.
I want to know what Astro Boy looks like before we go.
Wait, you don't know what Astro Boy looks like?
I don't know what Astro
Remember
Boy.
that figure that we looked at like 2
That
weeks
you
ago?
hated?
That's Astro Boy though, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Look,
look.
no, look on the vintage Astro Boy.
Look, Astro Boy.
That guy right there.
Right
the third
there.
one.
Yeah.
That's huh?
Astro
Yeah?
Boy.
Green, red.
Didn't you watch Astro Boy when you were a kid?
Nope.
Never mind.
Yeah, he's got the hair and the thing. All right, it's good.
Okay. Let's do the mail call.
All right. So mail call to Ben means he got something from Kickstarter.
Yes, that's exactly it. I go on a little website called Kickstarter, and usually I get a notification that George backed something, so I'm like, I should back it too.
I love these.
Were you involved with these, Dove?
I was not.
Okay.
Too bad that I wasn't. Because
But you were.
I was a little bit.
Well, open them up and tell us what these are.
You didn't get the flesh? What's wrong with you?
I
got the glow in the dark.
I got the flesh set in quotes.
I wanted the glow in the dark.
Okay. And the packaging I just love because it's actually the packaging is like a McDonald's
Apple pie
pie
box.
box.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Oh yeah.
I love this.
And I kept mine flat and didn't fold it because I'm a collector.
over there, a
nerd,
few over
but,
here.
You fold it from
Yeah.
the sides and.
Here, let me see it.
But yeah,
We're gonna fold it so we can
packaging.
show it.
Did you get all the-
Ben doesn't keep packaging, so.
So
you can fold
George,
it.
did you sculpt any of these?
So I sculpted these.
You sculpted
All of them?
Well, let me clarify.
Okay.
Um,
Clarify.
I was gonna keep mine flat too, but whatever.
You don't care.
You don't care about packaging.
Did you get the glow in the dark?
I didn't. I got the flesh.
Oh,
So
okay.
here's what the packaging looks like. It's only made to hold 2. It's not actually made for the set.
So you can't fit all of them in there.
No,
anyway.
it's never made for that many.
But this waffle guy is my favorite.
So these are based off of Kaiju Big Battle, right?
Yes.
And I remember one year, Kaiju Big Battle came to San Diego Comic-Con, and it was a free thing. Anybody could come and watch the actual Kaiju Big Battle. I'm like, this is going to be stupid and ridiculous, but everyone else is going there, so let's just go and see what this is all about. And I had the most fun watching these guys just like battle it out. It was amazing. Like, these guys are dressed up in these huge kaiju costumes, and it's like watching 80s
Wrestling?
WWF wrestling.
Yeah.
Like when it was really good. And like it was like so bad and stupid, but it was so good. Don't do it, Waffle Boy.
Oh, there goes your favorite.
I saw somebody's Instagram story like last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
In New York, was it? Or somewhere? They're having the battle, the real.
They still have the battles, right?
Yeah, they still do them all the time.
Right. So I saw somebody's Instagram story, and I'm like, oh, this is stupid. But it was fun.
Oh, this is stupid.
Oh.
Thanks.
And for me, like, I don't know, as I get older, new things come out, kind of jaded. Like the idea that I have to like start collecting something new, and like I don't know, just hard for
So
me.
you don't like these?
I love it, and what I love about it is I got like a set of like 2, 4, 6, 8.
There's 11.
11 of them. They come all at once. I got the whole set, and I'm a
And
happy
you're done.
camper. And they're small.
They're very small. Now
Now, let me clarify the sculpting part.
Okay.
Rand from Kaiju Big Battle, it's the guy that owns Kaiju Big Battle and runs it. He's a big Keshi fan of this stuff, so that's why he decided he wanted to do a line of these. These are perfect for this. He sculpted all of them. He sculpted them all in Sculpey, and then sent them to me. I poured them up in wax, and I retouched them. So I didn't sculpt these from scratch. These are not my sculpts. These are Rand sculpts that I
cleaned up.
Okay, nice.
If you want to see the before and after, I've been posting them on my Instagram at Double G Toys, and you can actually see the original sculpt in
Double G
Sculpey,
Toys.
and then my version in wax.
Nice.
Is that a glass?
Yes.
Awesome.
So that actually, and Matt actually dressed as Faden and wrestled. It was real,
What?
like that was based.
Get out.
That sculpt is based on the costume, not Matt's figure. So it's based on the costume, based on
so
Matt's
these
figure.
are all costumes of the characters.
Matt wrestled?
Yeah, as Faden in Kaiju Big Battle. Matt's sister is this one,
That's crazy.
His sister?
or was that one? I
What
don't
is
know if
going
she's still
on
doing it.
here?
Ben, stop repeating everything everyone says.
Stop repeating what everyone says.
This thing is so thin.
Anyway, I love these. This was a great Kickstarter back. I think that if you want to still get these, you can by going...
Kaiju.com.
That's simple.
Can you imagine? The guy who's got Kaiju.com
It's
That's
pretty
awesome.
is Kaiju Big Battle.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how early he's been doing
got
this.
got in on it early. It's good.
Well, there you go.
I mean, he's been doing this Kaiju Big Battle for a long time. And if you're looking for it, it's battle spelled incorrectly. It's Battel, not L-E. Legend has it was because he misspelled it on the first T-shirt and then decided to change it and keep it that way.
Legend has
you know,
it.
in the Google days, like it's always good to
It's
have
always
your
better
own
to have it that
spelling
way.
of something anyway.
There you go.
Now, speaking of minis on Kickstarter, while we're talking about them,
Yes.
there's currently a Kickstarter running for a series called Run Amucks.
I've seen these.
If you'd like to get in on that, you can get another set of minis. I think there's 6.
Did you sculpt those too?
I did not. I had nothing
Oh.
to do with these.
I did back those. Those look great.
They are made by one of the artists in Series 3, Brian Falk.
Your Series 3.
Yeah, in Series 3 of OMFG.
Okay.
He is one of the artists in there. Him and another guy, Nick, who was in that series as well, came up with one of the characters for that that they had tried to get into OMFG Series 3.
Uh-huh.
There's actually 4 of the 6 were submissions for OMFG.
Oh, wow.
And then they all got together afterwards, and Brian sculpted all of them. And then he decided he wanted to make a line. So he's working with the Glyos factory that does the OMFG, so everything's going to be legit. They're going to be made nicely.
Nice.
They're a little bit more expensive, but they're all beefy. They're really big, thick figures.
like the waffle that we don't have here anymore.
Big, like they're like these are kind of muscle style, and his are a little bit like more like deluxe minis.
Oh, okay.
They're thicker. They're going to be heavier, but they're still fit with the line. They'll still look nice on your shelf. So if you want to go back those, just look up Run Amok.
I like that these are soft and bendy.
That was one of the things that Randy really wanted, was he wanted it based on the Japanese version of Keshi figures, which are a lot softer than the US version were.
Right.
But even muscle figures are softer than all the rest of the Keshi that most people make, right?
The Mattel muscle are harder PVC than the Japanese version was.
Even the Super 7 ones that they released of Masters of the Universe, they're really hard. They're not like
but
soft.
OMFG and Suckle, those were a lot harder.
OMFG were purposely made to be more like the US release of muscle.
I see.
You produced the Suckles, didn't you, Dove?
No. I mean, yeah, no.
You have any other new ones coming out soon?
We will do have another series called Fuckle,
Oh.
which is all Frank Kozik's designs.
Well, you see, that's where the F comes from, people.
And they
Calm
are
down.
interpreted into muscle form by Mr. Gaspar here.
What?
George, you sculpted the Uckles?
Bleep.
It'll be a little while. We'll still have a lot to do. Hopefully, end of this
Pizza?
year, we'll get that Kickstarter going.
Nice. I'll back it. I love Frank stuff.
And minis.
And minis.
All right.
Why don't we go ahead and, speaking of minis, let's open up some blind bags.
All right.
All right, so I saw these. So there's
Mickey and
clearly
Minnie?
there's a lot going on with Mickey and the 90th anniversary stuff.
Clearly.
And I saw these at Target, and I love the old black and white stuff. So I thought, hey, why not? They're like, $5 a piece.
I hope I get Peg Leg Pete.
I want any of them because they're all awesome.
I hope I get a goat.
Oh, that's a way to open it.
Wait, did you
Is
just
there like a little tear thing, or just?
No, I popped mine open.
Oh, look at that. So these are interesting because they're like capsules, and I don't think you're supposed to take them out of the capsule. I think you can like.
Oh, look at that.
You got Mickey.
I got Steamboat Willie.
Ooh. I got Peg Leg Pete.
I got a dumb Mickey. I want a goat.
A goat.
I got a mini.
Oh, we all got different things. That's good.
Adorable.
So-
did these come off?
No, I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to. Well, I don't know.
No, they don't
No.
come off. They display.
You can stack them.
Yeah, you can stack them,
You
and
can
you can
stack
like
'em.
put them next to each other too. So they have so you can stack them top and bottom like this.
So to open this, you have to like take a screwdriver and kind of mess it up. Or like
They're called domes. You're not supposed
Yeah,
to
you're
open
not
them.
supposed to. But look, you can attach them like that too, on the side here.
that's
I guess.
cool. I don't know.
It's different.
They make this domes company makes them for everything. Like you can get Black Panther
Yeah,
domes
look
and
at that.
Captain Marvel domes.
So they attach.
But the domes are kind of hazy. Like
Maybe it's just the light in here.
No, they're hazy.
No, they're hazy.
They're
Like,
just shitty plastic. You know?
I don't know. it's
Well,
just-
what do you? I mean, here's the thing. They cost $5.
What I'm saying is, without the dome,
Yeah.
they're cool figures.
Yeah, but I think the reason why they made them in domes is because they glue everything down. And I think that after you take off the dome, you
Exactly.
want to take the figure, and then you're just ungluing it. Like, for instance, every time somebody makes a Steamboat Willie where he's with the
Steering wheel?
steering wheel of the boat, yeah,
Is that what it's called?
whatever.
What's a steering wheel of a boat called?
What's it called?
Steering wheel?
Yeah, okay. So usually, it's a separate piece, and, it's like just standing there. Here, it's in a dome.
I say no to that.
Yeah, I don't like this.
You don't like these?
I love the figures. I think they're great. I just don't want a dome. Like, it really dictates. The thing about toys
Yeah,
is that we all display our toys differently.
right.
And these are just saying, like, screw you, you're doing it the way we want you
True.
to. Right?
I think it's just called a boat steering wheel.
You're actually looking up a boat steering wheel?
Yeah, I want to see what it's called.
What is that called?
Boat steering wheel.
A boat steering wheel?
A
Yeah,
boat.
the old-timey, like, wood thing? Where
Nautical ship wheel.
a nautical ship wheel?
Ship wheel.
Well, I
Thank you,
agree with you.
Googles.
I like the figures.
Figures are really cool.
I kind of get why they did the domes, but I guess I'd like to see what would happen if they did,
I
if
mean-
they were able to allow you to take the domes
They
off.
do. You just have to pop it off, but you can. It just messes it up.
Yeah,
'cause
but glued to the base though.
that's
Yeah.
fine. The base is okay,
So you just don't want the.
but you have to bend this all the way back. Like,
Yeah.
it just gets messed up.
Yeah.
Ship's wheel.
You have to like crack it. A ship's wheel. Okay.
Well, I would have loved to get one of the weirder ones,
And then
like
what
The
if-
goat
or the parrot. The parrot looks awesome.
or the goat.
Or the goat. Or the parrot.
The goat.
The goat. Anyway, we didn't get any of those.
And
So
I guess if you only collected this series and you had hundreds of them, and that would be nice. But most people collect. If you collect Mickey, you have hundreds of Mickeys in all different shapes,
Yeah.
and then
Well, now you got one that won't get dusty.
but then you know that this is from the Dome series.
Fine.
This is like pops stacking up on each other.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
but
if
you
Pops
can
could
take your
stack.
pop.
Right,
Out
but
of the
that's the
box
same
stack.
concept. Which I
Careful,
don't
you might
like.
give them another idea there, another product line
Okay.
to do. All right.
Moving on.
What else?
Well,
We have this.
we have a little bit of.
Since Dove loves Star
do you
Wars.
like Star Wars?
Since Dove's favorite thing in the world is Star Wars.
Love-hate relationship with Star Wars.
You
Why
love
is
it.
that? You love Star Wars, don't you?
Um,
Ah.
I'm actually in a good place with Star Wars right now.
Oh, okay.
I used to. I haven't seen the original movies. Let me rephrase that. I watched the original movies in the past few months with my 5-year-old
Oh.
because it was time for him to watch Star Wars. I have not seen the original trilogy since 1997.
Why?
Oh wow.
That was the special editions, and that was enough.
How's it look?
I don't know. I can't see.
And then I did all the prequels and the other ones after. I did those all once each. And, But I guess the reason I'm in a good place with it is because if someone said to you, like, are you a Batman fan?
No.
Are you a Batman fan?
I mean,
Okay,
I've
anyway,
seen them.
there is something Batman that everybody likes. A movie, a comic book, a game. There's 80 years of Batman material out there.
Yes.
And most of it is...
Whoa.
Okay, oh, sorry. Most of it is...
Garbage.
Boo
right?
boo.
But,
Garbage.
but everyone has something Batman that they like, right?
Yeah, I mean, I love the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman.
There
See,
you go.
there you go.
There's
Yeah.
something that you like. And so to say that you're a Batman fan doesn't mean that you like everything. And for years, to be a Star Wars fan meant that you had to like everything. Like if you didn't like Jar Jar, like, oh, you're not a Star Wars fan then. So here's the bottom line. I can be a Star Wars fan. I can like what I like about Star Wars. And the rest, I don't need to like. And I can still be a fan. So that's why I'm in a good place with it.
Oh.
Also, I think all of the new movies, I just kind of treat them as fan fiction. and then I don't get all caught up in the hype. Well, this was ruined this and this ruined that. It's like the first 3 movies are like canon to me. That's like, Star Wars, Empire, and Jedi are it. Those are the movies I grew up with, and everything else is just someone else's take on the Star Wars universe. And if I think about it that way, I don't start going down the rabbit hole like, oh, this person ruined this, or this person did this, or I like this, or this. It's like
Except you ignore the first 3, right? The parts 1, 2, and 3.
One, two, and
I
three.
tried again. My 5-year-old was like, dude, I want to see these movies. I started with Phantom Menace. I was sitting there. I heard the John Williams music again. I got all like, like, oh my God, here comes Star Wars. And the people start talking. And then I'm like, holy shit, I'm out of here. And like, I lasted like 10 minutes. I was like, I gotta go.
Wow.
Misa, gotta go.
Oh.
No, no. But again,
99 Deaths of Jar Jar Binks, everybody. You did that, didn't you?
we did that art show, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. I loved it. Well, what we have here, back to the toy thing, this
It's
is
a warranty sheet.
it's a warranty sheet, but this is from 303A and, of course, Ashley Wood. These are the smaller versions of the...
These are the action portables.
well, they're called Trooper TKs.
Right.
Now, I don't think these are licensed.
This is the Noir Sergeant, 1/12.
No, these are not licensed.
No.
These are
they're
not licensed, but they are very much look like
Stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers, clearly. Especially by the art, which we see here.
How many different scales do they do? Because there's the 6-scale stuff, then
1/12 and 1/6 usually are
Yeah.
the only two.
Usually 2.
only
Yeah,
2?
two
Sometimes they
scales.
have statues and stuff that are bigger, but
Nah, these were just 2.
Yeah, but this is from the Pop Bot line.
Oh wait, no, they did a bigger one. They did do a bigger one when they first came out with like years ago when they first announced
But
it.
weren't there like
No, it was like this big. It was a giant.
it's like quarter scale? Or
Yeah, it was a bigger one.
This
Yeah,
is nice.
I did see those.
I like Ashley Wood's art. I think it.
Wow, look at all that.
I like this 112 scale too.
More like an action figure.
So he comes with another machine gun.
It's like
Or
so
blaster.
articulated that it's hard to get it to stand.
Comes with a samurai sword.
Sure.
Is the quality still good?
Yeah.
I mean, recently the quality of what I heard.
A couple of different hands.
Yeah. That's not good.
So this guy, just to give you
Crazy.
some price reference, this guy goes for $100.
Yeah, pass. The
Now-
joints are not. Look, the joints are like loose.
Yeah, but he stood just fine.
Now, Kevin, you used to be back in the day like one of
Whoa,
the
whoa,
top
whoa.
3A
Do not tell people
Ashley
that.
Wood
Ah, man.
retailers out there. Like you were the go-to guy.
I still have a lot of old stuff.
Yeah. So why are you hating?
Just,
What's changed?
Well, they started making too much pre-orders. You know, taking people's money, and don't see it for 2 years. You know,
But is that still
and then
the
the
case?
like Mighty
quality,
Jacks.
and the quality's gone
We're
down.
just hating on everybody today, aren't we?
You know, the quality started going down. They used to be, you know, known for the quality. The
I mean,
quality started going down.
Is
Like,
the
this
quality on that one?
Ben,
Oh,
I think you need to fill out your warranty information card.
Oh, great.
Here's a pen.
I mean, to me, this
I
thing is
pass.
not worth 100. I mean,
$100 is steep for a 112 toy, but I mean that's actually maybe not. Mezco stuff is around 80 to 100 for the 112.
I like I would say that Bandai stuff, the figure arts, probably better than this.
Well, like George said, even the
the joints.
112th from Mezco. Remember, we opened up that
Right.
Popeye and it came with like 2 heads and 3 hats and
Yeah, this
4
is
spinach cans and like
Wasn't there a lot of stuff in there?
there's like, I mean,
this feels like a $50 one, like what they used to do, like a $50 one.
but nothing really like
But how many of these do they make? That's the bottom line.
Like a
if-
ton of them.
they
They made a
only
ton.
made a lot of them.
Oh, there's like 10,000 of these, like,
No, can't be that many.
but a lot.
I mean, these are being
Well, these are distributed through Diamond,
Yeah,
so they
these
made
are-
a lot. at this point.
Yeah, these are made for like all the comic book stores.
So there's thousands of them.
Yeah.
But-
it's not like there's.
It's not like
the
100
price
of
is
them.
expensive because there's only 100 of them.
So let me ask you, Dove, because you're an expert in this.
I am.
If they made, let's say they did make tens of thousands of these, or like even like 5,000 of these, clearly, this is like Star Wars. Like, how are they getting away with it? Could it possibly be licensed?
It's not.
It's not licensed,
I am not a lawyer, and I'm not qualified to give you legal advice.
but
That's
I mean,
that's the
it-
most famous line.
Yes.
It clearly draws on, some has some pop culture
just
references.
a little bit of Star Wars pop culture
I mean,
reference.
there's a helmet, but it is changed.
Yeah.
And it's not. There's some slight changes to it. But it is reminiscent of a Stormtrooper, but the rest of the body isn't.
Yeah, it's just a helmet. Everything else
okay.
is like a regular
know,
human.
It's like, look, artists are entitled to borrow from pop culture. There are limits. Unfortunately, you can't really. What my lawyers have told me is that only a judge and jury can really decide. So if Disney had a problem with this, they would have to ask them to stop, and if they didn't, they would have to pursue it in court. And
then is it worth it?
there just no. There's case law that has happened before. That people who've argued, well, if I change it this %, it's okay, or if it's parody, it's fair use, or if it's a political comment, or if it only has a small piece of it, but it doesn't. I don't know. There's all of these arguments, but those are defenses if someone were to come after you. Apparently, no one's coming after this, and they feel like it is not worth.
It's really just the head.
It's really
Yeah.
just the
Yeah.
head. Like,
I mean,
I mean, there are people out there making toys, albeit like handmade toys, that are using the actual Star Wars logo, and I always, just personally tell artists, like, don't do that,
yeah.
because you just don't. As an artist, you don't want any confusion that Well, you're confused, which is interesting. But there's nothing on this that has a Star Wars logo or says copyright Lucasfilm. And I don't think for $100 art toy that some mom or a kid is going to buy it for their kid and like think, oh, I'm buying a Stormtrooper for my kid. And it's like, this is a very highly specialized action figure based on an artist's work.
I'll tell you, honestly, like, I'm happy that Disney is the kind of company that doesn't go after every single person that does something like this.
The thing is, if they do pursue it, it's very expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, and if they lose, it also not only sets a precedent and will open the floodgates for everybody. So right now, this is not in Target. This is not in Walmart.
No.
And it probably never will be. And if it gets to that level, if you start seeing something with a Stormtrooper helmet outside of little fan circles, then maybe someone would say something.
Okay.
Again, don't quote me.
That was Doug Caliber that wrote that.
Quote him on all of it.
Anyone can go after. I can sue you for looking at me funny.
Whoa.
Right? It's you go down to the court and you whatever $100 and like you've sued somebody. It doesn't mean it's legitimate, and you know.
What do you think, George? You like it?
I used to collect 3A stuff. I only collect the medic stuff. I wouldn't buy this just because it's not a medic, but if they had a medic version of this, I'd buy it.
Yeah, I like the robots more.
I don't like waiting a year and a half for something I paid for to come.
I mean, TKs were one of my favorite ones too, but
that's kind of everybody's opinion, right? But you can't get it any other way. So what do you do?
So I stopped collecting it.
No, you don't. You don't pre-order. You just wait till the retail stores get them.
Yeah, but
which is funny because I run Kickstarters and it takes months to get your stuff. So I do the same thing.
Okay, but that's different.
But Ben, go ahead.
I mean, you can't afford to make. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're
he couldn't afford to make it either if he didn't have the pre-orders. Probably that's probably why they're pre-ordering
after
it.
their 200th toy.
And why are they still pre-ordering it?
Lazy.
Okay.
Greedy.
Well, this is the retailer version.
I'm just saying, like, when I do a Kickstarter, it's because I can't afford to risk 20 grand on a run of toys without getting some money up front. And yeah, it takes me 6 months to deliver or a year, right? But people understand that with Kickstarter. And when these guys started out, that's what they did. But the money must be good enough. They're getting enough money up front that, you know, it's a better business model even if they're losing people who are tired of waiting. It must work for them. But that's the reason. I mean, that's the reason you're complaining. Like most people I know have stopped because of that reason.
And same thing for wholesaler, right? For me buying wholesale, I had to pay up front too. So that's the problem as well.
Oh,
why? It's like I'm going in.
Most retailers can't afford that. They're spending money now to like turn it in the next month or two. And
I'm going in cases of them, a minimum of like 40 pieces. I have to pay that up front. At a 30% discount, not even 50 like we used to be, plus international shipping. So
you make no money.
Yeah, I mean when I started it with Ben and Monkey King and all those guys, I got them. I bought bulk and then I sold it to them.
Right.
And I bought bulk, but a lot of collectors are doing that nowadays too.
Right.
Yeah.
On the forums, but I was doing that back when 3A was only distributing in Hong Kong, you know?
A little bit harder to get.
Yeah, but now it's like retailer. You're saying wait for the retailer. There was no retailer back then. You
but now
can't get it in Diamond.
And now they're in Diamond.
Yeah.
So.
There you go. Well, anyways, there it is, guys. $100.
But the other thing about pre-orders that I do understand is it does tell you how many to make, which is
true.
In their defense, I will say that
invaluable.
That is difficulty that you have. That's the difficulty that I have.
Yeah.
You know, some artists ask me, how many pieces should I make for Comic-Con? And I just say 40. And at the end of the show is like, oh, I could have sold 100 of these. Yeah. And sometimes you say 30, and then you only sell 20, and then it's like that difference. Remember, there was someone in the comments, or it was something for Designer Con, and I said there's only 10 pieces. And George was like, oh, this is a terrible figure. And I was like, I only need 10 people to buy it. And then someone in the comments said, oh, if we only need 10 people to like something, what's the point? But that's the definition of excellence, right? If you make 1,000 of something and you only sell 500, you're an idiot, right? But if you make 500 and you sell 500, you're a fucking genius. That's how it works.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Words of wisdom.
Don't forget to
Wait,
share.
wait.
What?
I forgot to mention,
Oh
while
my-
we were talking about Kaiju Big Battle figures,
Yeah.
you can get the flesh and possibly the glow in the dark at kaiju.com.
Okay.
But I have an exclusive, and I didn't even mention it.
Oh,
that you
what?
can get the purple run at my store. I don't know what my store is. Click the link. WGToys.storeenvy.com, I think.
Is it on Store Envy?
Yeah, it's either storeenvy.wgtoys or wgtoys.storeenvy. I don't know what it is.
Well, no, it's doubletoys.storeenvy.com.
That's the one.
Right there.
And it's the only way you can get a full set, because if you miss the Kickstarter, now he only sells them as like 2-packs or 3-packs.
Well, there you go.
So you can get it
So
from
they're blind
George
pack now.
for a
But you
whole
can get the
set.
whole set from me at my store envy, and I totally forgot all about that.
Well,
So
You need
hopefully
a
you're still
business
watching.
manager.
Heard it
Now
here.
you know. You need a business manager.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again for joining us. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like. Put some comments down. Tell us what you think of what Dove said. Quote him if you'd like. Bye. See you guys next week. Bye.
Oh, now I gotta clean up.
Oh, Kevin.